Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. I am Elisa, here to do another reading. And yeah, the readings this whole month have been pretty it's like this huge turning point, and kind of in slow motion, but it's like epic. Oh, that just flipped out. Okay, well, okay, wow, okay. So at the bottom, we get the Wheel of Fortune, which is, that's like a huge turning point. I mean, that's basically what that card means. We got this flipped out. So the King of Swords. So that's like a harsh truth being revealed. Like, really like, excuse me, laying down the law. And then we also have this Page of Cups, like this offering of love, So when I let's see. Okay, so it's weird because these two little tiny piles came out. So under the harsh truth, we have the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Death, Three of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So what I'm getting is that there's like an intuitive person here. That's like there's an opportunity that's coming to them. Like this is like a tangible opportunity, like a job or money offer, something like that is coming to this High Priestess, and it's changing this like heartbreaking situation, and like in a bold like way. Like it's like this thing is coming in and it's like changing the game. Like, and it's also just like, it's kind of like a game over kind of situation. Like whatever this offer is, it's like turning this situation on its head. And then we have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, Strength, and the Chariot. So this is really interesting because the Chariot, it really came through on another reading kind of recently. And I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was like all about sort of taking command of this situation. It was kind of a couple days ago, so I'll try and figure out what that is, and I'll link it here. But there's this offering of love coming. It's almost like there's this person who has a lot of authority, like who's like revealing this truth. Like this person has a lot of power. Like we have the Strength and the Chariot behind this king, so it's like this is like moving in, like and it's like speaking this truth, and also like it's like this offering of love is coming towards this High Priestess energy. So what I'm getting, so there's been all these readings like leading up to this about like this epic shift, and like someone like recovering from like a narcissistic abusive situation. And really what I just got was like Cinderella, like there's a whole thread about Cinderella because that storyline has been coming out in slow motion for a while, but like it's like almost like the prince comes in with the glass slipper and it like changes the game. Like it's that kind of energy. Because it's somebody with like that kind of power. It's just like this person who's been like abused by the narcissist. Okay, so like what just came to me is, so there's just been like this Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and it's like Johnny Depp actually is like this super gifted person, he has all these resources, but he had kind of been put in this box by this narcissist and was being, being used as like fuel for this person's like ego, which, and he had been taken down by this like total defamation and all this kind of stuff. So it just goes to show that it can happen to anybody, you know. But you know, like once this sort of truth came out, or you know, what the public accepted was the truth, like it flipped the situation on its head, and now he's got his career back and things are getting back on track for him. So it's this kind of energy that's coming through. Or, you know, for example, like Cinderella's like wicked stepmother and stepsisters were like totally trying to beat her down, but you know, once the prince comes in, you know, with the glass slipper, like it completely changes Cinderella's status. So it's like this kind of energy. That's what's happening. So we have abundance and we have growth, which is interesting because these are both green, like heart chakra energies. But yeah, so someone, it's like almost like there's this intervention coming in for this person, and that's a message that's come through in other readings. I'll try to figure out which one and link it up here. But there's an intervention that's coming in for this sort of person who's been being like relentlessly abused, and the truth that's being exposed is gonna change the game. Like, you know, like the glass slipper revealed this truth, like, no, actually Cinderella, you know, she's the one, you know. Or, you know, in the case of Johnny Depp, it's just like, actually, no, Johnny Depp's the one that was being abused. Like that flipped the whole situation on its head. So, yeah, that's the kind of energy that we're getting here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, wow. Okay, so when I went to the angels and ancestors, we get this again. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So it's like almost like there's this business opportunity that's coming in. Medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. So like, you know what to do, like it's right in here, you know. But it's almost like, you know, the intervention isn't necessarily going to be like a glass slipper. It's going to be more like a job opportunity. Like, no, actually, you're not the servant of the house, you know, like we're going to give you this job and you're going to be important, and that's going to like flip the script. Because, you know, Cinderella was like a hardworking person and she had skills, you know, like she wasn't just like going around trying to like doll herself up to like nab the prince, you know, like she was a worker, you know. So it's kind of something like that, where Cinderella's being recognized, not, I mean, it's like almost like she's being recognized for her skills, you know. So it's like not even like a, you know, fairy tale love story. It's more like Cinderella's got skills. Like there was this remake of Cinderella that I saw that had like Camila Cabello in it, and that's what happened at the end. Like she was being recognized for her skills. So, okay, I'm picking from the Transient Light Tarot, or like an on the ground. Okay, wow. Okay, so we got Six of Wands. So this is like a victory after sorrow, like triumphing over adversity. Like that's kind of what's happening here. So we have this heartbreaking situation, you know, but there's judgment. There's this reckoning happening over whatever this situation is. And interestingly, this heartbreaking situation fell right under this Wheel of Fortune. And we have good news coming in. And it's basically like this person is overcoming this situation and they're stepping into this new, better, wonderful life. Okay, so we're going to go to the Oracle of Seven Energies, and we're going to pick a final card for this reading, because it's like the readings this week have been like inch by inch, like going towards this like triumphant moment of like overcoming and stepping into a new life that this person deserves. Like there was another one about like divesting from abuse and investing in your passion, and that leading to like a better outcome. So okay, so we got the power of purpose. So I mean, I think that really speaks to that reading that I was just talking about. It's just like, try not to, I mean, just like, don't invest your energy in this abusive situation like you have a gift, like you have passion. Like that's where you should put your energy, because it's gonna take you on a magic carpet ride to something better, you know. And then we have the Oracle's gift. So I'm gonna look in the book to see what this meaning is, because it's not apparently super obvious to me. Okay. Second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as a future determined by choice you make now, seeing the signs around you, recognizing potentials, versus absolute determinism. Wow. So like what I'm getting here is this is kind of like, it's almost like this is like the miracle that's going to lift this person out of whatever situation they're in. Like it's like the aha moment when like the prince realizes like the slipper fits and this is the girl, and like everything comes together, and it's like you know, like that's kind of like what this is speaking to. So it's just like, oh my gosh, this is really good. It's a really good moment. So on that note, I hope you have a really good day.